What's up, everybody? Hope your day was wonderful. Hope you had a beautiful, blessed day. And hope if you rip some packs at you with some good luck, got some top chase cards, maybe got a god pack. As we all know, I'm never getting one. I mean, if I ever do, I might lose it. So anyway, this is my second video on this channel of this journey of me learning how to, or going through how I'm buying in bulk and selling. I learned a lot from a lot of people on this platform, so I'm also trying to do the same thing as they are doing, helping out the community where we can. I mean, you can watch my videos, watch somebody else's, take what I have, take what they have, put it all together, make a nice little care package for yourself, and that's how you wanted to get it done. But so what I did realize, a lot of people use TCG Automate and Card Uploader for their like back-end stuff, right? So they're uploading a cards, pricing everything, getting everything done up for them, listing everything, and that's just like a flawless system. You know, it's seamless, it makes it easy. But what I realized is a lot of people don't have any front end, right? So basically I created a sheet, because what I see is a lot of people on YouTube, they have like a little basic sheet, a Google sheet with all their information on it and stuff. So what I made is a Google sheet that's accessible to anybody if you want it. All you need to do is join my Discord. It's once you get verified, you got touch a little reaction thing. It gives you a role in the community tab. It'd be under sheets. So this is a sheet that I cooked up for everybody to use. I think it works pretty well, and it definitely takes a thought out of a lot of things. So anyway, so here's the sheet that I made. This is your legend. What your legend does is it gives you all your variables, right, for this sheet itself. If you need to add anything, you need to add a platform, you need to add other revenue types if you're making money from somewhere else. You need to add new trading cards that you need to sell. I mean, I added almost everyone that I know for sure right now does well, but I mean, if you do baseball, football, and you want to categorize them like that, then so be it. All you got to do is put it below, and it will be available in the drop-down menus that I will show you later. Your sort styles, most people are alphabetical or chaos, and then you got a personal set. Personal set is just like, I'm buying this lot of cards for myself, right? I finally got a little bit of dough. I want to buy these 20 cards for myself that cost me, you know, $3,000. Hey, some people are into stuff like that, but... And then you have expense categories, which will also be, you'll be able to see later in the drop-down menu. I also added notes in here, just so if you ever need like to look back at something, it's right there available for you. Anyway, this is our bulk purchases. So basically you're looking at like the legend up there. It tells you exactly what everything is. TCB, total cards bought, TLC, total lot cost, and CPC, cost per card, right? So let's say, for example, we do under today's date, and the lot ID, we'll set our lot ID to 1. Source, let's say we get it locally, right? Let's say we get it locally, and the type of cards you want to use, let's do Pokemon, and the sort style, alphabetical chaos sort. I made a plug for you if you are the chaos sort kind of person, so you could do like AA1 through AA5, and you can see like where you're, like when you're pulling the cards out, what lot you're making money from. So yeah, but if you're doing it alphabetically by set, then this is not really going to work for you, this chaos plug, so you can leave it empty. But anyway, TCB, so let's say we bought 10,000 cards today from somebody for $300. It's going to give you your CPC, right? Your cost per card. I know a lot of people like to differentiate. They like to use either hollow, they like to separate hollows, reverse hollows, common, uncommon. But the way that I look at it, if I'm buying a lot of 10,000 cards, I'm going to get like commons and uncommons as well as everything else. And at the end of the day, you're breaking up that lot into what you paid for. So even if they're selling you like, oh, I'm selling you every 1,000 hollows, I want $25. But as opposed to every 2,000 commons, I want $10. It's still a lot. You're still buying it all for the same price, so it's probably best to break it down per card, because either way each card's gonna cost you that, right? Anyway, so I just made it to where you can add multiple lots. 17 2026. Why it came out like that, I have no idea. Maybe because I did it like that. No, I didn't do it like that. I guess the top one just wants to be in the world of its own, right? It's your first one, it wants to be special. So anyway, so we're gonna go lots, right? So this lot 2, got 2 local Pokemon Chaos, and then we'll go. You bought 9,000 cards for $450. Say it was a bad day, you decided you wanted to send it, right? So it just gives you your breakdown here. It's just an easy summary, so it's easier to see, so you're not looking at all of this stuff. And like I said, you can put whatever category you get them in. So that's this tab pretty much. Shipping and supplies. So I made it to where you can break everything down into a cost for you. And you can then put that into like your actually I'm gonna show you something I cooked with this. You'll see it. I'm not even gonna tell you I cooked with it, but anyway, so let's say we use standard white envelope. You want to set your nickname to something short, right? SWE. Shipping cost is $1, and I believe it's 23 cents for me with non-machinable. So it's gonna go here, right? Don't put anything into your supplies cost. That I made it to where it is automated for you. So let's say we do like bubble mailers. How many you got? Let's say we ordered 500 bubble mailers for a total of $29.99. So we'll just round it up to $30. It's gonna break it down for you, your total cost per item, right? So per bubble mailer, you're paying 6 cents. Nickname. So the reason I added these nickname tabs is so you don't have to input everything more than once. The only time you're gonna have to import something more than once is if, like, let's say you have like 15 categories of shipping profiles. If you have 15 shipping profiles, then you're gonna have to add bubble mailer like 3 or 4 times, and the nicknames, you're gonna be, all of your different nicknames are all gonna be in a category, right? So like, so for example, SWE. Okay, so you add into your SWE and then your amount. So let's say I use 1 bubble mailer per order and click. So you see how our supplies cost updated in the shipping profiles. So that's just, it takes away the thinking, right? So now let's say we're using labels. I believe you can get like 5,000 labels for like $7. 14 or 0.001 for like a fraction of a cent per. Let's say you need to use it for SWE as well, and I'm using 3 of them. It's gonna update there as well, right? So now it's gonna show you it's gonna be 6 cents for your shipping for SWE, right? Now let's say we wanted to add something else like USPS ground. Right, your nickname would be USPSG. Okay, your shipping cost $5, and I think it's like 48 cents. But so USPSG, right? So now let's say you want to add your bubble mailer to your USPSG. You just set it here, USPSG amount 1. Now it's gonna update it for you. So 6 cents on top of your shipping cost, and it totaled it out for you. So now you're paying $5.54 for total cost, right? And I made it to where you can add countless amount of things if you want. I don't know what everybody else uses, but really I'm only using like white envelopes, labels, thermal labels, because I use these small labels like these ones. I use thermal labels. What else we got? Top loaders, penny sleeves. I also have some shipping shields. So you just add it all to this and it will tally it all out for you. So it takes the thinking out of it and it tells you exactly what you're paying for your items, and it's telling you exactly what you're paying when you ship it, right? So that's what this is for. Your daily sales. So this is pretty self-explanatory. So let's do 2020. Let's see here. 4/16/2026, right? What platform you sold on. So let's say we did eBay today. What card game we did? Pokemon. Let's say we sold 6 cards. This is the only part where you're gonna have to do your own math. You're gonna have to tally up all your sales, and then you're gonna put in like how much you made. And actually, if you wanted to, right, I made this super long as well, but I feel like you'd run out of space if you're doing a lot of orders every day, because you could really just list them all individually and put your sales, your transaction fees, and your ad fees, and then what else, right? So yeah, so let's say we sold 6 things, right? 6 cards, and it came out to $8.43, right? And then everybody knows there's a transaction fees you post on eBay. Let's go, that's 56 cents. Your ad fees is a lot different than everything else. If you're paying for ads, you can pay for anything up to, I think, like 20, maybe 30% in ads, right? So it gets kind of expensive on eBay. I typically set mine to 8. That's like a sweet spot for me. It's not too bad, but it's also not like not everybody's seeing it, but it's fine. Everything will sell eventually, hopefully at least. Anyway, you put your ad fees in, but this is where we cooked. Shipping name. So those earlier, right? So earlier, how we calculated your shipping supplies and how much everything cost, right? So your supplies equates to your total cost of how much it is. And what we added here for daily sales, your shipping name, you just add it in right there, right? Remember what your nicknames are, and it literally pastes whatever that total was for you, right? So if you look 129, it pasted at 129. If I changed it, USPSG 554. So I really cooked. I'm not gonna lie, I cooked right here, I feel like. But and you can add notes if you like, you know, want to put like an order number or what you sold or whatnot. But so this kind of takes the work out of like thinking as well. I know I showed in my first video, my last sheet, it was I had on the side like a little side note, but this makes it a lot easier. So and it's good to know, like I feel like a lot of people, they don't break down like this. I break this down to a science because this is money that you're spending, right? Like if you're shipping something out, like let's say eBay costs 74 cents to ship out, and you're not integrating in your cost of your penny sleeves, your top loaders, your envelopes, then all that money you're just like throwing away. Especially if you're selling dollar cards on eBay. Even if like for me, I think a dollar card with a 74 cents shipping, like they pay for 74 cents shipping, I really only profit like 30 or 40 cents from the total transaction, right? So if you're only profiting 30 or 40 cents and your budget or your cost of all your items is 20 cents, which it shouldn't be, you should be looking for the best deals you can, but let's say total cost is 14 cents, you're only making what, 16 cents if it's 30 cents. So but yeah, that's daily sales broken down. Other revenue. So I added this tab so anybody can add any, you know, let's say you wanted like, let's say you're a pretty popular guy, you know, you got a lot of viewers or whatever, you got a lot of affiliate links and you're making money from all of that, right? I've added it to where you can add like, you know, sponsorships, ad revenue, affiliates, a miscellaneous business income, and then your legend, you can add stuff to this if you're making money from any other sources. So yeah, so sponsorships, like notes, you can add where it's from. Let's say YouTube, ad rev, right? How much you got for it, right? 400 or whatever, like man, 350. That is not a 3. 350. And then boom. And then the way this works is it will take your month and it'll always input it auto. So let's see. Let's do 2026, 12, 14. December. Right? So this is also, I made the sheet super long. Then you have your expenses category, right? So you want to put like, today is the 16th. Let's say we want to put a category. Let's say like for me, right? I bought equipment. I bought a printer for $560. A printer. And we bought it for $560 in April, right? So this will take all your expenses and then it all translate to your dashboard here, okay? So the way the dashboard works is it gives you a report. So this is your yearly report, right? Your inventory spent, how much you've spent on cards, like buying bulk, how much sales you've made from the bulk, other revenue you've got, so like your ad revenue and stuff like that. Your operating expenses is your equipment, your transaction fees, your ad fees, and your shipping costs. The reason I added a couple of those things, like for me, ad fees, I feel like ad fees are sometimes ridiculous. Like at one point I was setting my ads to like, I think it was 12 or 13%, and it was killing me on big orders. It was absolutely killing me. So it's good to be able to look at it and be like, whoa, I spent $700 on ads this month, you know? So it breaks it all down for you. And so this is like your platform breakdown and your profit by card games. So the way that this chart works is every time you input, I didn't want to clutter it. I didn't want it to be all crazy right here. So it works out. Anytime you input something new, it will appear there. So let's say your platform breakdown, platform, eBay, net sales, gross, right? So let's say 2026 05 14. Let's say next month. PCG, Pokemon. We do one order of $9.99 with a $1.45. Your ad fees cost you $2.22. And shipping cost. And now if we go to the dashboard, it's gonna appear here, right? So now it's gonna tell you your TCG and your eBay. So it'll just add to these. And then profit by card, right? So you want to go sales. I could really just switch it. Like I just changed this to Magic the Gathering. Look at the dashboard. Now it's here, Magic the Gathering. So from there, basically you can look at where your profits are and where you're making the most money. Like if Magic is doing better for you, or Pokemon is doing better for you, or One Piece is doing better for you, you'll be able to tell from there. So, but yeah, this is pretty much what I cooked up. Oh, let me not forget your break-even progress. So recovered target remaining, right? So your target is $750 because that's the amount of money you spent, right? So if you do like your inventory spend, right, $750. So this is only for the bulk, right? But let's look at our bulk purchases. We spent $750 on bulk, right? So $750 on bulk, and then it tells you have $743.06 remaining because you've made $6.94 after all your fees and whatnot were taken out. So that will help you like know if you're underwater or if you're actually making a positive. Currently in my business right now, we're underwater because, like I said, I bought a printer, a scanner, correction, sorry. But I'm waiting for the scanner to come in, then we'll be able to list some more stuff, and I'm hoping we get some more sales. But yeah, this is a pretty sorry, this is like a 20-minute video, but I just figured I could help the community out. Like I said, if you need this, just go into my bio, click on my Discord link, verify with the little, it's a little reaction. After you verify community, in the community there's a sheets channel, and then that's where I'm gonna upload whatever sheets that I do make. And that's where I'll refine this sheet. Eventually I'll know, like, you know, I'll figure out what I should add and what I should take out, and yeah, from there we'll figure it out. But hey, want y'all have a wonderful day. Tomorrow's Friday, so Aloha Friday, happy Aloha Friday, everybody, and hope you have a good weekend. Aloha.